Hey, welcome to a special edition of the Avenger League weekly previews. Is it week 10? I think it is week 10. Yeah, it's Monday. Obviously I didn't record a video this week. I think most of you can probably figure out why last Wednesday I didn't really feel up to doing a recording. So there is that. Plus the time change fucked me up a little bit. Just generally, we've been a little busy. So yeah, I got about 4 hours of sleep Tuesday night with the election, and then I was just tired. Didn't really feel like putting a video together. Also, my team stinks, so that does make it harder to get in front of a camera and talk about it each week. Luckily, you all decided to make this week a nail biter and one of the most important playoff weeks that we have. And it really hasn't been talked about, so I'm going to get on here and talk about it. A, to keep the number of weeks to videos consistent, and B, as a thank you to keeping everything. It needs to be talked about. So I wrote it down. I'm also using this as a little bit of test. I got a new phone. iPhone has added some audio mix features that would make it a little bit more feasible to do these outside of my room, which would help with time, which would help with just overall quality, and help to keep things spicy, because I do think that it has gotten a little bit stale. Obviously, we've been doing these videos for 3 years now, and they've all just been me sitting at my computer. So now I get to, go sit and enjoy nature for a little bit. Welcome to Forest Park. This is John F. Kennedy Forest. For anybody keeping score at home. And because this is an in-between video about one Monday night game, I don't really feel bad if the quality is shit. But I do think it's going to be pretty good. So we'll see. All right, whatever. Monday night. Every game except for one is still alive. And really that one, technically it isn't over. But yeah, every game could feasibly be decided tonight. Will be decided tonight, but there could be massive switch and massive implications for this. The only one that is really out of hand is Raleigh and Andrew. And actually, when I wrote my notes, I forgot that Raleigh had Kyron Williams. So it really, in my mind, every game was pretty well within reach. So yeah, let's go over the implications first. Charlie, Ashley, and Wade. All could probably eat a loss and be fine, realistically. But there's a ton of first-round bye implications. Obviously, Charlie is in sole possession of first place. Ashley and Wade are in second and third, tied at, I think, 6 and 3. That's the other thing about doing these out is I don't have... I could bring my iPad, but that's some head-ass shit. Not that the rest of this isn't head-ass anyway. A lot of first-round bye implications there. Raleigh, Andrew, and Tim. Any of them losing would put them at 500 and put them on the bubble. Obviously, Raleigh and Andrew are playing each other, so one of them will be 500 and will be kind of on the outer bubble of playoffs. They would still technically be in if the season ended today, but a win for any of them puts them pretty safely in. They go to 6 and 4. We really need one more win to guarantee 500. And in years past, and what I'm kind of implying is that 500 typically gets you into the playoffs. Over 500, you're pretty safely in. 500, you're relying on tiebreakers. John, win gets him also to 500 and really opens the door with either Raleigh or Andrew guaranteeing a loss. If he loses, he now is one game away from... It puts him... It makes the margins a lot slimmer going into the back half of the season. That's the other thing with these. None of these will explicitly guarantee a playoff spot or losing a playoff spot, but it makes the margins for the last 4 weeks really small. Trevor and Cam would need to basically win out if either one of them take a loss. Obviously, a win tonight would give them a little bit of room, but if any of them lose tonight, that would put them with 7 losses and the best hope at being 500. Now, let's get into the games themselves. Talked about Andrew and Raleigh. Andrew is down 27.66. He's got Jalen Waddle left against Kyron Williams. That one's probably over. Technically, there's a path for Andrew. But hey, I'm going to talk about it because it's there. But realistically, that one's probably over. Raleigh is going to kind of cement his place into the playoffs most likely, and Andrew would need to be a little bit more perfect going throughout the season. Now, the rest of these are all very much in play. I haven't really seen anybody talk about it, but every other game will be decided tonight. We'll start with the least likely. We have Charlie versus Trevor. Charlie is down 24.24 points with just Puka playing. Now, obviously, that is not outside of the realm of possibility that that Puka will score 25 points. Obviously, he was ejected last week. The week before, he had 14 without seeing the end zone. So, you throw in a touchdown or two into that equation, and it gets really scary. And if Charlie wins, I think he's almost guaranteed a first-round bye. It would be really hard for him to fall out of there. He's definitely, I think that would be his 8th win, so he is in the playoffs for sure, barring just a massive tragedy. Trevor loss pretty much means he has to win out. Obviously, he started the season 0-5, got him kind of behind the 8 ball. He's put a lot together. Trevor needs this win. If Trevor gets this win, I think he's on his way to making the comeback to be in the playoffs, which is incredible considering where he was, 3 or 4 weeks ago. Next, we have Tim is at a 19.92 deficit against myself. Obviously, he has Tyreek Hill, who I think at this point is still questionable. It was before I left my house. I don't know. I haven't looked since I got out here because I've been enjoying nature. But assuming he also has Raheem Mostert to throw into the flex slot if Tyreek Hill can't go for whatever reason. But a 19-point deficit, that's not out of the question for either Tyreek Hill or Raheem Mostert. Obviously, Mostert's got to deal with a chance, so his opportunities are going to be a lot less, but I've seen him put up 2 garbage touchdowns before, and at that point, if he does that, he only needs, 60 yards or so and some catches. So definitely not out of the question, and Tyreek Hill, can put up 25 at any moment. The worst part about that is you were just never safe from Tyreek Hill. At any point, 70-yard touchdown is on the table. Cameron and Wade. Cameron is currently up 43.42 points, but Wade has the Stafford and Cooper Kupp stack. Cam, this might be the most important game of Cameron's season. He is pretty much eliminated with a loss, and Wade, with a win, would put himself into first-round bye contention. Wade's not in any danger of falling out of the playoffs currently, but this would go a long way to securing that first-round bye and then getting a road to the semifinals. 43.42 with Stafford and Kupp is scary. And then, is that all of them? No, John and Ashley. Obviously, Ashley started the week with that almost 50-point performance from Jamar Chase. Some duds from the rest of her team have kept her within reach of John. John is down 43.84 points with DeMarcus Robinson and Devon Achane, who last week combined for 52.5 points. Now, how replicatable? Yeah, whatever. You get what I'm saying. Anything is possible. I mean, Achane is liable for a 30 bomb at any point, and DeMarcus Robinson, it's a little far-fetched, but it has happened. It happened last week. John still is alive in the playoff hunt with a, that's it, right? I don't know, lost. Oh, with a win. That would put him at 500, and with one of Raleigh and Andrew guaranteed to lose tonight, it would put him kind of on the bubble with them. I don't know what the tiebreakers look like. I didn't sit down and do all that math, but Ashley wins, and she is right there in a first-round bye with Wade and Charlie. So like I said, nothing in the season is decided tonight, but this tonight will absolutely, we kind of painted that garbage-ass Steelers, I don't even know who they played, that Steelers game where Charlie beat me a couple weeks ago. Painted that as a pretty pivotal Monday night. I don't think anybody had this chalked up. I don't think we fully realized the implications of how many people had Rams and Dolphins in their lineups and how reachable every game would be tonight. So thank you all for making this interesting. Thank you all for giving me some content. Sorry about last week, but I don't know, bigger things are happening in the world. So figured I would let that breathe for a little bit. And let myself recover. I think you all know where I stand on the issues there. So Wednesday was not a great day for me personally, and Friday was a day spent in recovery. So but now I'm walking in nature. So good luck tonight. I would love to get back in the win column, but more importantly at this point, I'm just trying to sow chaos into the world. So anyway, enjoy Monday Night Football. Love you.